It is about that time. What's up, guys? GeorgeTheCloud here. Welcome to the channel and welcome to my life. We have Oxygen Daily Remix interview with Natalie Merchant on Oxygen Channel, January 11th, 2002. And this is a request by one of my patrons. Thank you, Eric R. I really appreciate it. So we are continuing on this journey with Natalie Merchant music, 10,000 Maniacs, interviews, all of that. I am here for it. So let's check this out. This is, I think, maybe the latest interview that I have seen of Natalie Merchant. The other ones have been from like 1992. So let's check this out. Grab some popcorn, fill up your water, put your headphones on. And let me just double check this. All right. Okay, we are all set.
Today on Daily Remix, we go backstage
That is a crazy intro. Super chaotic.
with Natalie Merchant.
Hi, I'm Tina Beth Pina, and welcome to Daily Remix, where we celebrate powerful women in music who have something to say.
These are the days. I've reacted to it.
One artist who surely fits that description is singer-songwriter Natalie Merchant, whose 20-year career is still going strong. At age 17, she was the distinctive voice of alternative cult favorites 10,000 Maniacs. 6 albums later, when the band finally reached the pop mainstream, Natalie decided it was time to get out on her own.
I've walked these streets, a virtual stage, it seemed to me.
With hits such as Carnival, Wonder, and Kind and Generous, Natalie's solo releases established her as one of the top female artists of the 90s. Now, Natalie is back with a new album entitled Motherland, which is chock full of musical styles, her trademark melodic voice, and of course, poetic lyrics.
You
So you first started singing with 10,000 Maniacs when you were 17 years old. Is that when you realized that I want to be a singer?
No, I didn't realize I wanted to be a singer until I'd been a singer for several years. I enjoyed singing, but I really wanted to go to school and become a teacher.
I knew it. I don't think I had heard that before, but she always struck me as like a teacher figure.
I think I was in the band from 81 to about 87. I started to take it seriously.
You became the primary songwriter. Was that something that came naturally to you, or is that something that you had to work at?
I knew nothing about songwriting.
Trouble
Actually,
me.
the first album that we made contained songs that actually the lyrics were assignments that I had for a creative writing class. I think stagnation is the death of creativity. You really have to keep yourself stimulated and keep yourself interested, and that's the reason I left 10,000 Maniacs. I was with the band for 12 years, and I really felt like I couldn't move any further forward.
What kept your passion for music burning that took away that stagnation?
Sometimes it just takes one little girl, one 12-year-old girl who's so ecstatic to be in the third row and singing along with every song, or, you know, a 75-year-old man, then it is a rebirth in that song for me.
I think just quickly, that's a very good point that she makes. All it takes is one person, right? A little girl in the third row, an older man, somebody that, you know, just gives her this look like, you know, you're great, I am here for you. And I think a lot of big musicians right now forget about that because they're so global and all they look at are stats, numbers, right? On social media, on the different platforms, the charts, Billboard, this and that. And it's not their fault. I think it's just the system, but it's a kind of a wake-up call I would say for those people to realize that, the fans you have are human beings. They are people like you and me, right? They're not just numbers, and you have to be aware that you're impacting lives, right? You're literally changing people's lives. And she brought that point up, and I think that it's her, teacher mentality, looking at the world in a different way, and not just about the fame and the money and all that. So the music. Daily Remix.
When I write albums, I take at least a year of my life to really just focus on writing. And things I read in the newspaper can inspire me, events in my own life, whatever book I'm reading, a film I've just seen, a documentary, whatever. It's a mixture of autobiographical experience that is turned into song, and I've sort of developed a personal ideology about my role as an artist in society, and that it's to be a witness of my times.
Oh, people downcast in despair, see the dissolution everywhere.
You are so into your fans on your website, and I think more so than any other artist I've seen. How do you keep in touch with them seemingly on an everyday basis on your website?
When I was trying to realize what a website could accomplish for me, I thought, well, it's a way for me to directly communicate in a controlled fashion with the people that listen to the music. And then I've also started posting exhibitions of visual art that I've done over the years.
And we also like to stay connected to our fans, which is why we went out to the street to find out what they wanted to hear, and that's today's Remix Requests.
Ahead of her times, having a website in 2002, that was only the beginning of the internet era. And man, I kind of feel bad because I feel like she would have done well with social media, right? In terms of keeping in touch with the fans, right? Having Instagram and, YouTube, even Patreon and stuff like that. Maybe she would have connected with the fans that way.
Now, let's talk about Motherland.
Well, I know eyes, but I know your face. I wish I knew your name. I wish I could take you back. I'm not gonna beg you for nothing.
The new album, Motherland, probably is the most diverse as far as musical styles that are represented. There's anything from tango-sounding music with, string quartets,
Tango.
clarinet and accordion.
Oh, motherland, cradle me.
And then Motherland is just a straight-ahead folk waltz time song with upright bass, guitar, mandolin, banjo. It's very old-timey sounding.
I have not reacted to the Motherland album, but I did react to the song itself. I think it's, the first one on the album called Motherland, and I did that reaction on my main channel because it was a performance from like 2012. So that's why it's on there, but I don't know anything else about, this new album.
Welcome back. We're wrapping things up with the always inspirational Natalie Merchant.
Doctors said come from distant cities.
Oh my God, Wonder.
To see me.
You've written so many songs over the years that have been giving messages for everyone, but I think especially for women. How effective do you think music is as a social and political platform?
I think that music can be an extremely powerful instrument of change in people's lives.
And as far as they see, they can offer no explanation.
When I play live, I can bring a group of people with extremely diverse backgrounds, with all their different experiences, all their daily drama. They set everything aside for 4.5 minutes for one song and just feel elated by it.
And that's a good point as well, because that's how I feel about music, reactions. And this is why I love doing what I do, right? It's because I enjoy listening to music and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to record myself and give my opinion so that people can can enjoy it and can give me feedback as well. But it's for these 3-4 minutes each song that, you know, I forget about the world, the troubles, my student loans, bankruptcy, the government, the Epstein files, everything. I just forget about everything, and you know, I focus on the song.
Just can't, you know, just can't last.
Don't forget to pick up Natalie Merchant's latest album entitled Motherland, currently in stores, and log on to our website at www.nataliemerchant.com to see where she'll be performing live next. We leave you now with the world premiere of a never-before-seen video in today's Video Birth. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
I'm assuming it's gonna stop here. Yes. So, first things first, we hit the like. I am subscribed to Natalie, and I'll have a link of the original video down in the description below. Let's just see, out of curiosity, if she still has that website. NatalieMerchant.com. Okay, it is active. Her social media, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Spotify. All right, news, you got shows, bio, timeline, discography, listen, watch, shop, and contact. Let's go to discography here. This is what I wanted to study, actually. So she starts from Tiger Lily, right, in her solo career, does not include the Maniacs, but that's okay. And so I did react to Tiger Lily, Ophelia, maybe the song, and nothing else after that except Motherland, the one song from 2001. But she has continued to produce House Carpenter's Daughter 2003, Leave Your Sleep 2010, Natalie Merchant 2014. I'm assuming these are all albums or EPs. Paradise Is There 2015, Rarities from 1998 to 2017. So it's something she worked on for 20 years. Butterfly 2017, and Keep Your Courage, the most latest one from 2023. It's amazing. And that is, I mean, respect. I have respect for Natalie for continuing to be consistent, and clearly she has a passion still for songwriting music and connecting with the audience, because look at that. I mean, she was with the Maniacs from what, 1983 to 87, she said, and still doing things in 2023. That is what, like 40 years later. Amazing. Wow. Okay, so if you guys have more suggestions for Natalie, I will be here. Feel free to check out all the reactions I have done to her. They're on my channel. Subscribe, and at the end, do a flip. Till the next.